Have you ever had a video go viral? You know, like when you post something and the immediate responses and then the responses that follow are like a hockey stick upwards, and that you start to be able to catapult your content into a stratosphere that is beyond your normal reach. That's exactly what happened when I posted a short 60-second clip into my Instagram page a short while ago, and the reel just took off. It was a clip helping a group of professional speakers understand how to better package their value. And the result was, in the comments, people got a touch confused, maybe a little agitated, and a handful of people said things that were less than beautifully kind. And I figured the best response that I can give to this is to give more context to the lesson, so that if you care about what I was trying to share, which clearly people do, then you can understand the entirety of the message. See, the promise of the video was to help people understand more about how to package value. It's particularly aimed at service-based businesses, businesses where their value is somewhat intangible. And I shared that there were just 4 ways that people could think about positioning their value so that it could be articulated towards other people. I said that people look to be able to exchange money for money, exchange money for time, exchange money to change their relationship with risk, and exchange money to be able to help elevate their status. Let's remember, it was a 60-second Instagram reel one. People were like, there's thousands more things that people exchange value for, and there's truth in that. You'll also probably find that anchored back to any one of those 4 reasons. So in the time that we have here on YouTube, I figured we could expand on this and help you think about how you position, package, and promote your value to more of the right people. And I run this through a simple training model that helps you understand all of the insights. And today I'm going to share with you the 5 lenses of value. We're going to dig deeper on those 4 very specific areas of focus. I'm going to introduce you 3 almost amplifiers to value that allow people to move or are triggered to be able to respond quickly. 2 questions that you need to know the answer to, and then leave you with 1 action for you to take right now to help you better communicate your value to other people. Ready to rock? Let's start with the 5. So if there are 5 lenses of value, this is particularly apparent in a changing world. What are the 5? Well, the first is what we would say is an immediate need. Is what is something that is very much front of mind to the person that you're looking to help at this moment in time? Put simply I do not care about where I'm going to go on my next vacation if I'm late for a meeting today and I don't know how I'm going to get there. My immediate need is getting to the meeting that I need to get to today, not worrying about something that is long into the future. We first have to address the immediate needs of the person we're looking to help. After immediate needs are urgent, after urgent are important, after important are essential, and after essential are aspirational. Why does this matter? Is in many circumstances, particularly with people with service-based businesses, is much of their value prop is communicating towards an aspirational need of the individual they're looking to try to help. When you're saying to others, what can you do? Well, let's think. Let's just say you had a service-based business that was in the business of cleaning cars. Let's keep it as simple as that. Well, the immediate need that somebody might have is what? The immediate need that they might have could be as simple as, my car is filthy and I'm picking up my kids from school with an audience of individuals that are going to judge me. Ooh, need to fix that. What is the urgent need? Well, actually, if I can't get this film off my windscreen, I can't see properly, and therefore that could be dangerous for me to be able to drive. What is the important need? Well, if I don't keep my car cleaned, then the result of which is that my paintwork might deteriorate quicker and I don't maintain the value. What is the essential need? Well, the essential need is that the story I tell myself about myself is that I am a clean and tidy person, and the result of which is that I would like to have a clean car. What is the aspirational need? Is dang, that car looks fine. Look how good you care for all the things that are in your life. Now, I'm not saying that's an absolute response to it, but you see how you start to think about a ladder of needs when you're positioning value can help you create multiple access points as to how somebody would do business with your brand. Start with those 5 lenses, and then you get to the 4 factors that truly articulate value. So what is the 4? I mentioned this in the opening. Let's change the color of my pen just for fun. Just for fun. Let's go to this color here. And I said they were money. I said they were time. I said they were risk. And I said that they were status. Those were the 4, right? Money, time, risk, and status. Why those 4? Why are there not more than those 4? Well, I will give you money if you help make me more money. That one's pretty obvious. I will give you money if you change my relationship with time. That's a bigger one. I will give you money if you amplify my relationship to risk. And I'll give you money if you help elevate my status. One of the things that people shared in the comments of the Instagram video was what people would pay for more than anything else in the world is health or experience or even sex. And I was thinking about that in the comments and relating them back to these 4 is why do people pay money for health? Because it gives them more time. Why do people pay money for health? Because it reduces the risk of them dying too young. Why do people pay money for health? Because if they look better and feel better about themselves, then their status is elevated. See, it exists in that area. What about like experiences like going to the movies or going to restaurants or going on vacation or going to see a show? Why do I give money to those things? Because it gives me a guaranteed outcome for my time. If I'm going to put 2 hours into an important interaction with my wife, then I want it to go well. I'm going to go somewhere where that time is better experienced, and I want to de-risk that experience in a way by going to a known entity. If I go to a movie that has Brad Pitt or Jennifer Aniston in it, then I know it's going to be less risky an experience than me going to a movie that is perhaps a lower price point, but is a touch more experimental. But what if I did go to a movie that was experimental, a movie that was more artistic? Well, that would change my status, right? Because the story I tell myself about myself is different because I'm an artsy type person. That's what we mean by status. Do I really need to go into the reason why people will pay for attention or sex or whatever else it might be? You can see, right? It doesn't take as much time. Oh, look, I can save myself the risk of being able to get into an alternative relationship. Ooh, she likes me, he likes me. Catching the point? When it comes to articulating our value, and I know this sounds crude, it is that crude, and there is then the complexity that comes with it. But how do you actually leverage movement? One of the most overused words in our world of business is the word motivation. Let's take a look at that word together, and then maybe it'll help with the 3. See, the word motivation is massively overused because too few people understand what the word really means. The word is created from the forcing together of 2 words. Here's where it splits. The first word comes from the Latin word motivus. Modern day translation is the word motive. The Asian part of the word comes from the word that we know as action. These are the 2 words that are forced together to create the word motivation. What's another word for a motive? If you could think of another word for a motive, let's look at what another word for a motive could be. Well, another word could be, say, reason. And if somebody's going to take action, it means that they are going to move, or it means that they are going to do something. So all that is meant by the word motivation really is to find a reason to move. Did you know there are only 3 reasons anybody will move to do anything? Did you know that? Well, let's help you understand what these big 3 are. It might help you package your value better. 3 big reasons people will move. 1 is to go towards something. 2 is to run away from something. And 3 is to do things that matter for you, and only you. The things that make your heart sing. Those are the 3 reasons that we will make a change, that we will do something. So if you're looking to package your value, then work through those 5 lenses. Work through those 4 factors, and then give some leverage to them by saying, how Does working with me help you get towards something that makes you more comfortable, run away from something that you're uncomfortable about, and do something that matters to you in your heart's eye? How could that relate to a real life scenario? Let's look at health. If you are in the business of selling a full body health screening, and we're going to run this through the 5 and the 4 and the 3, well, what is an immediate need that somebody might have? They may have a particular concern that has been made apparent to them through either their own or a friend of their circumstances, that they want to be able to understand what is going on because they have a big question mark. What is an urgent need that could exist? Well, there could be something living inside of you today or happening inside of your body today that you're not aware about, but if you were to be aware about it today, it would be less of a concern in the future if we find it now and we don't find it in a year. What could be an important need? Well, if you are around to be able to care for your family long term, then you don't want to be able to be tripped up by an immediate health concern that could come up in your future. What is an essential need? Well, good health is everything. Anything you could possibly do to help make you stay in good health is an essential need for anybody who has the means to do so. What is an aspirational need? What I'd like to future-proof and biohack and be dynamically professional that I can live to be a gazillion years of age, right? There are my needs analysis. What about those 4 factors? What if I'm in the business of selling a health screening? Then how does that change my relationship with money? Well, I mean, if you were to get sick at an unknown point in time in your life from something that was preventable, what impact would that have on your earnings, in your earnings potential, in your time off of work, relationship to money? What about from a relationship to time? Ooh, how much time could it cost you if you bump into a health concern that was a known, preventable unknown that stops you from doing the things that you'd rather want to do in your life? That's a big deal. Association to risk. What are the risks that are attached to you not knowing that something is going on in your health that could have been preventable? Those risks are epic. And what about from a status point of view? If I'm the kind of person that can invest in preventative medicine, if I'm the kind of person that can demonstrate to the people that I care about that I'm putting my health ahead of things so that I can show up for the people that I care about, that to many is a signal of love to the people I care about, that I care enough about them and myself to be around for the foreseeable future. You're seeing how these stories of value start to come together when you apply these factors. And then I apply it to the 3. I got a healthcare solution. What do they want to run towards? They want to run towards longevity. What do they want to run away from? Dying soon. What do they want to do for them and only them? They want to feel confident, aspirationally speaking, that they can spend more time doing the things that they love in a healthy and able, capable position. We're building the ingredients to tell a story of value. This isn't a quick fix. This is about how to stand out in a crowded world and build a narrative to the people that you care about, which is why the 2 questions that I'm going to share next are the 2 questions that every business owner, every business leader, every service provider needs to know the answer to. And what are the 2 questions? These are so important. I'm going to put them like in red. 2 big questions. One is, who are the people you are looking to help? And please don't say everybody, anybody. Don't say women, men. Don't say entrepreneurs. I'm talking hyper-specific buckets of people. Hyper-focus. See, I could say I want to work with entrepreneurs, or I could say that I'm looking to help independent business owners in the Hudson Valley here in New York that are keen and passionate to be able to turn their 6-figure business into a 7-figure business whilst not damaging their relationships with their family. See, that specificity starts to create a heightened level of focus. And the second question: what are the challenges you are looking for them to overcome? These sound like simple, easy questions to answer. Your ability to answer these questions with precision demonstrates your expertise. If you can get clear on people and problem, your value gets sharper. It gets more refined. We use that same healthcare example that I referenced earlier. If you're selling a healthcare solution that is a full body scan that delivers people a preventative approach to the long-term healthcare, who are the people that could benefit from that most? So you could be looking to help busy executives to be able to future-proof their health. That's a value statement. Does it have to be perfect? No, it has to be an idea that you work on, that you refine. And just like some of the most precious things in the world, things like diamonds, you're not looking for one single thing that makes it valuable. A diamond becomes valuable because of the story that's told around it, but a diamond is also valuable because it has many facets. Many shiny, polished facets. The more you can shine the facets of your brand with who's and what's, and through the lenses of a towards motivation, an away motivation, a self-motivation, and with clear communication around how your service saves or makes them money, saves or makes them time, changes their relationship for the better with risk, helps them elevate their status. How you can run it through the lens of immediate needs, urgent needs, important needs, essential needs, and aspirational needs. The easier it is for people to see that you're not just a service provider. You're a service provider that is delivering an ideal service to them. So what is the one thing that you should do right now? If there's just one thing that you do right now, is go look at all of your marketing materials. And make sure that what you're doing is truly articulating value in a time of now. Because what was valuable 6 months ago is not necessarily as valuable as it is today. And see how you are communicating the impact that your products and services can have on the world towards the people that you're looking to be able to care about, so they see it, feel it, and it has an impact towards the real levers, the real lenses, the real motivational factors that drive change. If not, you're hoping, wishing, waiting, and praying instead of working, refining, applying, and creating a difference. So what's the one thing? Go to work. Hope that helps.